Raider Nation, welcome to another episode of the Raider Nation Roll Call. This episode is a continuation of the previous one with Chidolinus. Unfortunately, our interview ran long and our time was short. There was some questions that still needed to be answered and some time for us in the links playing golf that unfortunately we couldn't show you in the last episode. So we're bringing you episode 2.5 with Chidolinus. Please follow him on Instagram, on YouTube. Just look for Chidolinus. He's up there. Also, please help and support our channel, which is your channel, the Raider Nation Roll Call. Like, subscribe, share with the Raider Nation. Let them know what we're doing. You know, remember what our motto is: for the nation, by the nation. With no further ado, here is the continuation interview with Chidolinus. Right, Raider Nation, my next question for Chidolinus: what are your goals as a content creator? And what I mean, not you want to be famous, rich. I'm like, what do you want for your content itself to convey to the Raider Nation, and where do you want to take it?
That's a good question. I think I'll give you two. My goal, ideal, super dream, whatever, right, would to be on the Raiders channel on Raiders Game Day with JT and all them. You know, that would be ideal, but obviously not. But as me, as Chidolinus, as a content creator, I think it's just right now is small things. You know, recently we just hit 300 subscribers on YouTube.
Awesome, great.
So my next goal is to try and get to the 500. You get to 500 subscribers and you start to be able to get monetized.
Nice.
And the only reason I would want to be monetized, it's not merely because I want to make money off of this, but it does add up. Like you were saying, it's a lot of work.
Right.
I have a lot of subscriptions to a lot of different things.
Yes.
So in one way or another, it helps to be able to support the channel.
Correct.
And be able to continue to do those things.
Awesome.
I know when I go on certain shows, people will drop super chats. You know, they drop like
What's
10.
that?
It's kind of like you drop like a comment and you add like 10, 15, 20 bucks to it.
Oh, okay.
And it goes to the channel.
Oh,
So in order to be able to do that on YouTube, you got to have a certain amount of followers, a certain amount of watch hours.
So not like
that.
any Joe Schmo could.
No, not in that part. You have to have a certain level. But that's just through them.
Okay.
Obviously, there's other ways. I know on the Syndicate show, they share all our cash apps and our stuff on there.
Oh, sweet.
So if you wanted to donate, you could that way.
So
right?
it could be a donation to the group or to the individual?
Right.
Oh, okay.
And each one is on there on the show on Sunday. But I think my goal, honestly, is I really don't want to focus on the glory or the attention part. I think it's just one, have fun while I still enjoy doing this.
Right.
Two is to continue to meet new people. The access that I'm getting to different groups. Awesome. You know, last year I met the Oos Nation. I know I did an interview with Samoa Raider. I had seen Fitz on Instagram, and then they did this whole event, and I joined. You know, I joined the little bus. I did the hotel, the tailgate, and all that. Okay. And in doing that, it opened up, like I said, it was like Oakland to me all over again.
Right.
I met Graf. Graf is one of the bigger content creators as well. He was at their party. I met the Ooses. They're a big family. Their network. It just felt good to see like another part of the Raider Nation that I could connect to. And I think I want to be able to continue to do that. Like you mentioned Steve. You said if you see him without his costume, you don't even know who he is. I'm having breakfast in New Orleans the day before we leave, and there's Raider fans sitting at the table too, and he's one of them. So we're sitting there, and he goes, "Hey, what's up? Like, hey, what's going on? Like, hey, man, my name's Steve, I'm okay, cool. Like, my name's Leo. Like, nice to meet you. Oh, I have an Instagram. You can follow me. I'm a big Raider fan." I go on his thing and I say, "Oh, so this was just like a Power Raider."
Yeah, right?
Like, I had no idea.
Yeah.
And the only thing me and Steve talked about was because we both were passionate about working with children. So I told him that I work with foster care, with troubled teens and that. So he shared about him being anti-bullying and things like that. So being able to connect and work with people like that.
Yes, definitely.
And then just keep continuing to meet new people. There's still people that I hung out with in Oakland. I still talk to this day.
That's awesome.
Like I call them my older crew. They're my older crew.
Right.
Because they're the older ones. His name's Eric and Rocky, and they're from the olden days. Like they saw Stabler play. They saw.
Oh, so they're
old school.
Okay,
heads.
okay.
Yeah. So they still hit me up.
That's awesome.
They'll be like, hey, he calls me Lionel. He goes, Lionel. I'm like, hey, what's up, Eric? And he'll hit me up like, hey, can I need a shirt? Can you do this? Or I need a Reggie Bush jersey. Or can you get me some special? They went to the Super Bowl. So this last one, he's a season ticket holder, but he sold all his tickets to get the money to buy Super Bowl tickets. So he went, and I made them these specialized. I don't know if you saw, but the year after when Derek Carr drama thing, they went to the Pro Bowls in Vegas.
Right.
They wore these special red jerseys with silver numbers.
I saw that.
So I made some for him like that with Stabler, with LaMonica, with Ray Guy.
Oh, nice.
So, and I think to me, it feels good doing stuff like that because they're like family.
Right.
Like I haven't seen them in forever, but if I run into them in LA and for the tailgate, it'll be like I've seen them all the time, like family. And that's awesome. What I want to keep doing is keep growing in that way, and also set the way for my nephews as new Raider fans.
There you go.
You know,
next generation.
Yeah,
you gotta prep them.
My nephew, my sister's kid, he's 18, sorry, but he's a big Raider fan now. My brother makes fun of him because he only watches the games when I'm here.
Right. If
I'm gone, he doesn't watch it. Well, so my brother's like you said,
they're
at that kid age.
They have other priorities.
Right. Yeah. And then there's my brother's kid. My brother's a huge Kansas City fan. And he's not a bandwagon. He's been a Chiefs fan since like 89.
Oh, wow.
So my brother's been through it. But his son was a Chiefs fan. And then one day I went to Vegas. He goes, Uncle, like what? I want to be a Raider fan. Do you really? He goes, yeah. Bring me back something from Vegas and then I'll be a Raider fan. So I was like, cool. I went to the Raider image. I got him a little Jonathan Abrams shirt. Came back. He put it on to his dad. Took off his Chiefs jersey. Put on his Raider one, and he's been ever since.
That's like novela status.
Like that,
yeah. He needs the background. He's like, dun, dun.
Yeah. But just being able to create, I guess those memories my uncle created for me is to create for them because
that's awesome.
They come with me to the pizza place all the time. So they'll run around. He'll wear my chain like Raiders. He'll get on the table. He does the chant and everything. So
that's cool.
I think to me being able to do that and then them seeing me do it on YouTube. Is like,
right, because that's like the new way of communicating, the new way of reaching out.
Yeah,
is social media.
Yeah,
and honestly, that's great because I think you are not only for your family but for a lot of Raider fans, kind of the connection to the organization, to the Raider Nation. Reason being is because we were far away from Oakland. We are now far away from Las Vegas as well. So it like we were mentioning earlier, it makes it difficult to attend events and functions in Las Vegas with the team, with the players, because of our proximity. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not, like a 10-minute drive.
Right.
So I feel personally that shows like yours brings us a lot closer to that action, to that feeling of being part of the nation. Yeah. Even though if it's, on YouTube or Instagram or whatever it is, so I definitely commend you and the rest of our friends that make content.
No, thank you.
For doing that, because if it wasn't for you guys, a lot of us would still be kind of like, so what's going on? Oh, so we just have to hear what Greg Papa has to say, or just like the mainstream media,
right? Like Q, JT,
and I think there's always two sides to every story.
Right.
I like to hear the corporate side, but then I like to hear the fan side.
Right.
Because the fan side is usually emotional. Some of it is very thought out and methodical. So I like to hear both of them, and then obviously come.
Yeah, my side will never be to sugarcoat or cupcake the Raiders as an organization.
Right.
If I think we're going through shit, I will gladly tell you. One of the first shirts I made was the Shield, and it said "We deserve better."
Yeah.
And that's when we were going through some shitty times.
And it's funny because I think you should recreate a shirt like that, but for the Lakers now.
Right. I was thinking the same earlier. Oh my God, yeah.
Nepotism at its best. Huh?
Oh my God, yeah.
But that's another story, another team. So we won't talk about that.
No, but no, yeah. When it came to that part, I was just like, it's different when you hear them. Sometimes you feel they have to be a certain way because of their spots.
Right.
Like I know people will give Hondo a lot of shit.
Right.
And at the same time, you have to remember his job.
Yeah.
He can't literally go up there and say, hey, why are you guys fucking up? You have to ask it in a certain professional manner.
Right.
Whereas us, as just YouTubers or whatever, we can sit back and say, what the fuck were they doing?
Exactly. And see, and that's what I love about the online content. Obviously, it has to be the right individual. There has to be some sort of like sport acumen that makes you trust these individuals.
Right.
Because I know there's people out there like, Wi-Fi Willie, I hear,
Ugh.
that speak, and I don't know, it rubs people the wrong way.
Yeah.
Shout out MC Raider. And but I still listen to that, but I take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Because everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And then listening to them, listening to the mainstream, listening to people that actually know, then I come up with my own conclusion.
Yeah.
That's the way I try to see it.
And I think most people could do that. Like, I mean, you brought up Wi-Fi. I don't like them. I don't like them because of the whole wearing a Saints jersey, the car. I was a car fan too, but then there's levels. Levels to it. But like you said, to each their own. But I will say this, even when it comes to making the shows, some people are doing it and they're not doing it like how you said in a way where you're learning from it or it's a group thing, right?
Right.
They want to instill what they think.
Yeah, like, no, this is what it is.
Some do it so much where they're just yelling.
Right.
And I can't watch shows like that. Like, and don't get me wrong, you don't have to be in a studio. You don't got to be in a nice setup like this. But some people will be like in their car or whatever and just yelling. And you can't hear anything or there's no context to what they're saying other than they want to be right. I'm the one that's right. I told y'all. And to me, like, that's not the kind of shows. And then you have the one like Willie. Like, Willie, to me, I know back in the day, when it's good information, he does a great job of putting videos together.
Yes.
But
his editing is amazing.
But at the same time, his takes are so bad sometimes. Like, I saw Josh put up his video, shout out to the GOAT, about Willie and going after AP and the whole bankruptcy thing. Like, bro, like relax. And he's done that before. There's other people out there too, I feel, that aren't even Raider fans. And they use the platform because Raider Nation is so big that's how they're gonna make money. Yeah,
because they're gonna get a lot of hits.
Yeah,
a lot of clicks.
So, a lot of clicks. A lot of And they've said it. They've been called out about not being Raider fans, and they say, "Yeah, I do this because this is how I feed my family." And I get it. They each want to feed their family, but I think at some point you do have to be a fan of the team in order to really understand why people get so passionate and so upset about what we do,
or at least not necessarily of the particular team of topic, but just a fan in general.
Yeah.
So they can understand why people are acting the way they are when they say something negative.
Right.
Because a lot of these people act surprised, like, well, why are you guys attacking me? I'm like, motherfucker, that's my team you're talking about.
Right. Yeah.
Slow your roll, or if you're gonna talk, if you're gonna give your point of view, let us know that it's your point of view,
and let us understand why you're saying it.
Don't make it seem like it's end all be all of what you're saying.
Yeah,
and that's really what irks me about a lot of these individuals. But again, everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
My biggest pet peeve is the "I told you so" guys, because they always want to be right.
See,
like the Aiden O'Connell thing, right? People want him to fail just so they can be right and say, "See, this is why I told you," as opposed to as a fan of the team. The best thing that can happen for us is him succeeding. True. So that's what you would want as a team. And then even when you bring up the team, like my nephews ask me this because they'll see sometimes drama with like Oakland, LA, and Vegas. And they don't understand that. And I love that they don't, because my nephews are just Raider fans.
And that's
they're not City fans.
You like hit it right on the nose.
Yeah.
Usually anytime I wear any Raider gear, it just says Raiders.
Right.
It doesn't say Oakland. Doesn't say Los Angeles, doesn't say Las Vegas. Why? Because I'm a Raider fan.
Right.
I'm not a city fan. I am from Los Angeles. I became a Raider fan here in Los Angeles, but I followed them to Oakland and I followed them to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So I am a Raider fan. I am a member of the Raider Nation.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to convey. And I love that you mentioned that, because a lot of people don't think that way.
Yeah.
They think, oh, I'm a LA Raider fan, or I'm a Oakland Raider fan, or I'm a Las Vegas Raider fan. I'm like, nah, man, we're all Raider fans.
Yeah.
We're all part of the Raider Nation.
And I get it. Like I said, I've been to Oakland. I enjoyed it. I have my fondest memories as a Raider fan or in Oakland. And I understand what started in Oakland, but that doesn't mean it ended there.
Well, of course not.
And I think that's the part that frustrates me the more. It'll never be Oakland. It doesn't have to be Oakland.
Right, it doesn't.
How many times did you go to the Coliseum?
About 20, 30 times.
Okay. Have you been to other stadiums?
To watch them?
Other teams or any football games?
Rams, Chargers, Does Estadio Azteca count?
Azteca count.
But that's
So my
watching
point
the
was,
Raiders though.
what would be like, okay, as opposed to other football stadiums, other than the atmosphere, how would you rank the Coliseum as a stadium?
Just as a building, grimy.
Exactly.
But that's what made
them.
Yeah. You know, obviously now the Allegiant Stadium definitely suits us.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty, it's clean, it's air conditioned. You know, it has all the amenities. You can get a beer in like 2 minutes. Love that.
Beer in 2 minutes. When could you ever do that in Oakland?
No. But the griminess, the smell, the cold.
And I get it. The atmosphere is what's different.
Yes. Yeah. Walking, like catching the BART, walking over the bridge.
That was my favorite part.
Into the Coliseum, and
walking off that BART over the bridge.
Hearing echoes of Raiders.
You know what's funny?
Man. Look, I'm getting chills just talking about that.
My first time in Allegiant, it was against the Eagles. And I went with a friend who's from Oakland. And we walk into the stadium, and I'm at awe at first. I got a little teary-eyed. Like my uncle came to my mind. Like he would have loved to have seen this stadium because it's so nice and so brand new. But I go in there and I yell, Raiders. Not one person said nothing.
Nope.
And that's when it hit me. And my friend was like, this is what I'm talking about.
I'm like, Toto, you ain't in Kansas anymore.
I'm like, I get it. If we were in Oakland, everybody would have yelled it back.
Of course. and again, this is the whole reason why I'm doing this. It's because I want to get, like, the people that follow you, I'm not trying to target them. I'm trying to target the people that don't follow you.
Yeah.
The people that, yes, they're into the Raider Nation, that are into Raider football, but don't know the avenues.
Yeah.
I want to bring them because I want you to walk into Allegiant Stadium, scream out Raiders, and have it scream back.
Yeah.
You know, I want to go to J-Lot and not only be one row of hardcore Raider tailgaters.
Right.
I want it to be the whole freaking parking lot. You know, kind of like what Oakland used to be.
Yeah.
Oakland, it didn't matter where you parked. The tailgates were jumping.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere. You know, and in Vegas, it's not there yet. But by us doing this, my hope is to be able to create that information for them to participate more, to get involved more, to even just to go tailgate.
Yeah.
You know, because just tailgating in itself, it's a fun adventure, I think. You know, when going to the games.
You know what? I think even with tailgating, because we're in Vegas, I think tailgating became a business.
Yeah.
Because we don't all go to the same lot.
Right.
Every group goes to their own lot, and they want to be the best one. So it's kind of like you compete with each other instead of being in one lot. Like when I first went, I didn't even know about J-Lot. The first year I went, which was 2021, when they started letting people in?
Yes.
It was that year, and we just went to the Coors Light area. So it's A. That was the only one. And it wasn't until this last year with the Oos Nation that I learned about J-Lot and the Raider Nation Wrecking Crew. I didn't even know what the Raider Nation Wrecking Crew was.
Right.
I had no idea. I just knew about the Black Hole. And the Black Hole based on their promotions that you see in Vegas.
Yeah, with Modelo.
With Modelo at the Mandalay Bay, or the bus tour that they do from Fremont to the stadium. So, and I think it became so much as that, but even they go to their own spot.
Yes.
You don't all mix in together.
Right.
So, and I get it. It's a business. And I think people they don't realize that even more in Vegas.
Yes.
It's about the money.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Everything's about the money. You know, that city was built on making money.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, no, and I just think that, you know, slowly but surely, because I too started going to the games the first year, went to the A-Lot, which is, you know, the commercial one.
Yeah, the landing
area. Yeah, it was cool. You
it's
know,
cool for kids.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's cool. And then it's cool that everything is enclosed. You have your drinks, you have your food, you have your entertainment. You can even buy fucking gear.
You can buy merch there.
You're good to go. But then somehow I started, I know, because I have my 400 seat tickets. My entrance is through the back over by J-Lot.
Oh, okay.
So I was going to go into the stadium, and then I saw that there was like a lot of flags and stuff like that.
Over in the corner over there, yeah.
And it was just like a little bit like just the front corner of J-Lot, and it was just, you know, I want to say maybe 3 dozen tents or whatever, canopies I should say, and you know, but it was, people were having a good time. I was like, all right, cool, you know, it's a spot to come check out.
Yeah.
Come the following year, it got a little bit bigger, a little bit more people. Following year, a lot more people, and now it's like a whole row, and then it comes around all the way to La J Tacos.
Yeah, to Cisco.
You know, so
yeah.
You know, and that's what motivated me to be like, okay, it's getting bigger. Let's push it. Let's make it to where it becomes a lot larger, to where the whole area around the stadium is filled like this.
Yeah, that would be the best. And even Cisco, I met Cisco in LA. I went to the preseason game. I won the raffle on MC Raiders channel for the preseason game against the Rams.
Oh, okay, at the Coliseum.
The Coliseum. So I went to SoFi, but we went to the tailgate, and they were tacos. They were set up at J-Law tacos.
Oh, no shit.
I didn't know who they were.
Right.
So Mario was like, "Hey, this is so and so. This is da da da," and I was like, "Hey, where you guys from?" He's like, "We're from Vegas." So I was like, "Oh, shoot, you guys came over here." So and even then, already knowing them, when I went to the first game in Vegas, I knew him already. So I would go over there and talk to him, bring people to them.
Right.
Like, oh, hey, they have these tacos over here. Let's do that. And I guess that's the part where I like how you're saying, like, we all get together and it's getting bigger and it's becoming this one big party outside before we go in. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I don't know if you knew, but I try to network with Samoan Raider before he left to Vegas.
Oh, Samoan Raider?
Yeah, because he's from this area.
Yeah.
He's from West Long Beach.
He's from over here, yeah.
Shout out West Long Beach. Yeah, so, and I try to reach out to him. And then that's when I saw that he had moved to Vegas. I'm like, oh, man. So then I'm like, okay. Mario introduced me to Steve. And he wanted to get some graphic design work stuff as well. So I reached out to Steve. And he moved to Vegas. And I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, all right, that's it. I'm going to stop trying. I'm just going to hang out with these guys at the games.
Yeah, there's more people here. And it's funny because I don't know as many people here as I do the ones in Vegas right now. Yeah.
Well, see, and that's another thing. Outside of this program, I want to start doing networking events to bring the Raider Nation from Southern California together. You know, to just even hang out, shoot the shit, have a beer, have a stick. You know, but just be able to support each other. Yeah. Because I don't want to be in competition with anybody else. I want to be in support of anybody else that promotes the Raider Nation.
And I think that's my thing too. Like when people ask, "Oh, you watch that channel? Or you watch?" Like, yeah, I don't do the YouTube thing to go against other channels.
Right.
And I want them to be the same way.
Right.
I've gone on theirs. They've come on mine. We talk to each other through Instagram. Reach out. You know, Matt's one of the big supporters too.
Shout out West Coast Pirates.
You know, he's another one. And I don't think it needs to be a competition. Right. It really doesn't.
Yeah. No, especially because technically everybody's doing something different. You know, your show or shows are more Raider football related. Yeah. You know, West Coast Pirates, it's a brand.
A brand.
You know, Raider Nation.
Oh,
you know,
I love
he's
his
an
artwork.
artist.
I love his artwork.
Shout out Raider Nation.
Ron. Yeah.
We have the Syndicate. You know, you guys are a talk show.
The crazy part about the Syndicate, we're all from different locations.
Right.
Chris Texas, is in Ohio. Rundown's in Georgia. Turf is in Texas.
Yeah, and then I'm in Cali. Yeah. So you know, and then you know, I'm more of the just like an interviewer. You know, so I'm trying to push the guests, push their product, their expectation, what they're willing to give the Raider Nation. Yeah. You know, so we're all different, but we all have the same goal, and it's to entertain and to bring the Raider Nation to another level.
Oh yeah, you know, and I see it because right now my girl, she's new to the Raider fans, just since we've gotten together. And last year she got to experience her first game here in LA.
Oh,
she had been to Vegas with me. We went to Vegas. We actually saw the Patriot game last season, the one with Chandler Jones intercepted the ball.
Yeah.
We saw that one, right? And she had fun at the game, but not like she did in LA. When we were at the LA Charger one last year, it was for my birthday. The tailgate blew her mind.
Oh,
like Raider Singh was there from Oakland. He was doing his music. We got some food from a crew that we hang out with called The Crew. They're an OG Oakland tailgate crew from Oakland. Nice. And they drove down to LA to have a little thing. They're actually going to come back to LA, the whole crew this time.
Oh, shit.
That's the ones I was telling you about that we're going to roll in with.
Oh, okay.
That I needed the canopy for. We're just going to set up with them, and then they're going to do their event. We're just going to help them come in.
Cool.
But seeing that, like, it showed her what Raider Nation can be.
Right.
She was like, it is not like this in Vegas.
No, not yet. Not
right?
yet.
She didn't even want to go in the game.
Yeah.
She was having so much fun at the tailgate. Like, no, leave me out. She was with Mario's family.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, leave me out here. I'm fine.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
But I mean, and that's the experience I think we should all be having at all games.
Right.
Because I have those even when I go away.
Right.
You know, we
No,
make
and
away
but the
trips.
thing is, our mindset is different than like
Oh
your
yeah.
new and conventional Raider fans,
really
and that's
is.
that's definitely the information and the message we have to put out there.
Yeah.
You know, is that, you know what, this is what it was like in Los Angeles. This is what it was like in Oakland.
Mhm.
We're not gonna imitate. We're gonna emulate.
Right.
We're gonna make our own new version of this in Las Vegas.
And one doesn't have to be better than the other. Yeah.
It just has to be good for whoever's there at the time.
You each have your own style, and this is what I tell people. Like Oakland has their own style, and when you meet the fans, you'll see it.
Yes.
When you see me and my other, I'm LA Raider. You can tell what the music we listen to.
Oh, of course.
The clothes we wear.
Yeah.
You could tell we're LA.
Yeah, you could tell where you started.
Right, and then you go to Vegas, and they're still trying to figure it out. It's fine.
Right.
But as long as they're Raider fans, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, there are some traditions that need to be kept.
Yeah.
You know, but there's always new traditions that need to be implemented.
Yeah. Like I had to get used to the game. I'm sure you did too. The no music.
Right.
Having to listen to the live band. The live band is cool.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's definitely a Vegas thing.
Yes. It's an entertainment
Yes.
type.
Yes.
I don't know. It's
Like they do the Imperial March. You
yes.
know, that part's cool. Like they do that, but you'll never see. Remember the Jets game in Oakland. You'll never see that again when Marshawn dancing.
Oh yeah.
On the sideline.
Yeah.
Like that's one
That
thing
was
you
dope.
won't see. But in Vegas, what they do have
Halftime show.
shows.
Hell yeah.
I've seen Bone Thugs. I've seen Lil Wayne. I've seen T-Pain. Like it's
Dude.
unreal.
Trip out on this. First game, when they opened the season to the fans, it was a preseason game. My wife and I go, preseason, no big deal. We're just there. We're like ooh and ah in the stadium, and then they're like halftime. So I'm like, come on, let's go get some food or drinks. And then they're like, ladies and gentlemen, now for your halftime entertainment, Carlos Santana.
See,
I was like, what the fuck? I sat down. I'm like,
exactly.
Santana, and but he started rocking it.
Yeah.
And ever since then, Ice Cube, Too Short,
Yeah.
freaking Bone Thugs, the guy from CCR,
John Fogerty.
John Fogerty.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, dude,
you don't leave your seat for
hell
halftime.
nah. Like,
yeah.
you probably get all your business done in the beginning of the first quarter.
Yeah.
Because from then on, you're gonna stay in your seat, man.
Yeah, that part is awesome.
Yes, it is.
The halftime shows. I will give that to Mark, bro. It's the halftime shows.
Shout out Mark Davis.
Yes.
All right. Get on the Raider Nation. Back here again at the golf course, waiting for Chidolinus. As promised, we are going to play a round of golf and show you all the good and bad shots that we make, have a little conversation about the Raider Nation. Stay tuned. All right, Raider Nation, we're finally here. Chidolinus, Dub Raider. The Pico Rivera Classic Golf Tournament happening today.
Picolandia Classic.
Yeah, we're going to be showing the good and the bad, like I told you. So be prepared for some amazing shots and some not so amazing shots. And a lot of drinking, a lot of smoking. Here we go. Do it to it. All right.
I went to the right también, no?
On the green, baby.
Did you?
It just passed the 2, right?
Nice.
Here is Chidolinus with the Hybrid Club. Friend to everybody. Bam! It went straight to the right. Nation, we did it. Finished 9 holes here at Pico Rivera Country Club golf course. What do you think, Leo?
It was cool. It was fun, bro. I liked it.
It was a lot
I
of fun.
still got a couple of swings I can still work on, but it's like running.
Hey
a
man,
marathon.
I think we need to follow the rule we follow when I play with my fraternity brothers.
What's that?
We're all winners here. Everybody wins.
That's so sick.
We're here to have a good time, had some drinks, had a stick, just finished having lunch. Thank you, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome.
It was delicious. And now, back to life. So everybody, stay tuned to Chidolinus. This is going to be his second episode with me. He has, what you got coming up next? You have the Syndicate, no?
Syndicate Sunday.
Syndicate Sunday, and then
my show regularly on Mondays, Photo Raider Podcast.
yes. And they're having a raffle for some tickets.
Yeah.
Some tickets to those?
We have the raffles for the preseason game for the Niners. We only have 10 spots left. So I don't know if by the time the video comes out if it'll be gone or not. But we will be doing the raffle live for those so we can announce the winner and give them the tickets for that.
All right, so be on the lookout for those, everybody.
Yes,
We got
sir.
some tickets, so we're here for you. Remember, for the nation, by the nation. Chidolinus.
That's right, baby.
Later.